So how's your 2026 going?
2026 is absolutely incredible, man. So life is good, business is good, sales are up, agent counts are up, everything's
Nice,
up. Yeah.
nice.
What about you?
It's actually the best first quarter I've had since 2019.
It's a long time.
It's a long time. Went through a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Through a lot of stuff. Youngest son got murdered. Went through a crazy divorce where the people that I separated from stole a lot of money from me and caused a lot of chaos in my life. But through all of that, came on top. I learned to forgive. Because forgiveness is not for the person you're forgiving. It's for you. Because if you let people control you through emotions, anger, and everything else, you'll lose yourself. But if you forgive, stay with God, and just know that it's going to be okay and never stop working, it's going to be okay.
Absolutely. I live by the same principles, except for sometimes I don't forgive. I can forgive. I just, it's, here's my thing, right? Sometimes you have to forgive, but you don't need to move on completely, right? Because at the end of the day, everything that you go through is a learning. It's learning, right? Like,
Right.
it doesn't matter what age we're at. Like, we might go to a situation, there's a brick wall, and then we have to teach ourselves how to either go around it, break it down, or go backwards. Right?
Well, forgiving and forgetting are two different things.
That's fair.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I forgive. Even I don't have any malice in my heart for anybody, right? But you're right. I don't forget.
Right.
Because you forget the lessons that you've learned. Hopefully you have learned something. But if you forget those potential lessons, how are you going to move forward?
Exactly.
You can't.
No.
You are who you are because of what you've come through. And hopefully we've learned so don't repeat the same mistakes.
Absolutely. I take everything. I mean, I'm the type of person where I'm more like I'm pretty level headed, but like when I'm disrespected, it just I don't know what it just gets to me, man. And
it might be age. Remember, I'm old, so I can say these things, But no, I mean, I think it's all it's perspective.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Because I mean, the right person can push the wrong button, and you'll lose it.
Yeah, agreed.
But if you know yourself, or you control yourself, you have emotional intelligence. You may white knuckle it, but you can get through it.
I think most of us do that, right? Where, if you can still operate day to day and still have those things that bother you, kind of, I wouldn't say push down, but like, again, like you said, if you put all your energy on it, you're gonna go down a black hole that you really don't want to go down.
Yeah. Have you heard of the book or the author Og Mandino?
I don't read, so no.
Okay. What is it? You surf? Internet?
Yeah, I watch a lot of TikToks.
Oh yeah, okay. I watch yours. You're pretty good. So this book is the author is Og Mandino. It's called The Greatest Salesman in the World. All right. So the book's probably less than 100 pages, but if you read it correctly, it should take you 10 months to read it.
Wow.
Yeah, but it's about these 10 scrolls, and it's kind of a guide through life. They call it salesman, but we're selling ourselves all the time. I'm selling myself to you now. You're selling yourself to me, right?
Yep.
Everything is an exchange, okay? But there's one scroll that says, I will persist until I succeed. No matter what I have to go through, no matter what I feel about it, no matter how much it hurts or how much I don't understand, I will persist until I succeed.
So is that your principles for your long career in real estate?
No, I made half of it up as I was going along.
As we all do, right?
I mean, real estate is just like a child, you know. You being a parent, no, you're not yet, but I am. There's no handbook on being a parent, and people will say, in order to be successful in real estate, you have to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
My favorite is when real estate agents go, I can't believe real estate agents have never owned houses or selling houses.
Really? It's not for everybody.
No, it's not. I think that's a big message right there.
Being a landlord is not for everybody. And actually, being a realtor is definitely not for everybody.
I'm not a realtor.
No, you are a person. You are a hustler. You missed to go get it.
Mr. NAR can go fuck themselves, but yeah.
Well, NAR is different. We have to be good leaders, but you're not going to trip me up.
No, don't get yourself, don't incriminate yourself.
We have to, being a realtor in the state of Connecticut, you have to be a part of the National Association of Realtors, whether you like it or not. But it's like life.
Not anymore.
Well, no, you don't.
I don't.
You seceded from it.
Yeah. Luckily.
But unfortunately, most of us are in organizations that have not.
Well, I'll take the lead on being the innovator on that. So,
well, something that's your character. You've done a lot of first at such a young age. I met you probably 10 years ago.
Around 8 years ago.
Yeah, and people were trying to take advantage of you back then. I met you because, ironically, I saw the gentleman yesterday. His name was Jason. I had seen you, looked at a house, or I believe it was Willis in New Haven. It was a yellow.
It was a yellow house.
It was a yellow 2 or 3 family, multi-family. And so Jason, he gives me a call, and I said, "Yeah, I just saw this house. I think it would be perfect for you." So he wanted me to represent him. And I said, "Well, you know something? Why don't you call this guy named Cody? I just met him. He's a really good guy. And if you work directly with him, you probably get a better deal." And he asked me, "You sure you don't want anything?" I said, "No." You asked me, you called me, you said, "Mike, you sure you don't want anything? I'll pay you." I said, "No, just take the deal." And that's how we met. Mm-hmm. And we've stayed in touch since then because we pretty much cut from the same cloth.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's a relationship business.
It is.
I think a lot of people forget that. I talk about it a lot, but I think most people forget that, right? Because I think a lot of people put their money before their. I think they put money before a lot of things.
That's very true. But money, first of all, there's only so many things you can buy, right? And people that are uber rich will say money does make you happy. It's a crock. Money doesn't make you happy. It can give you temporary joy.
Yep.
Because of course you can have financial freedom. You can do a lot more things that a lot of other people can do. But how much can you buy?
I think I read something where Adam Sandler was like, he ran out of stuff to buy.
Yeah.
It was him, right?
Yeah.
It was somebody, but I thought it was Adam Sandler. He's like, yeah, I ran out of stuff to buy. I don't know what to do with my money anymore. It's like
the thrill is gone.
The thrill is gone. And then what? How do you fulfill that enjoyment, right?
Well, and the thing about it is that's a really good question. But most realtors will never be able to answer that. Because, I have Stroud Realty Group over at Coldwell Banker, and I also have the Michael Stroud team at Coldwell Banker. And when I hire people, I ask them 2 questions. One, what's the most important thing about real estate to you, and why are you getting in? Okay. When they say the most important thing is making money, I stop listening and I never see them again.
Yeah.
And then I ask, well, why did you really get in? Some out of boredom. Mm-hmm. Most of them say, I heard I could make a whole lot of money here. But the ones that say, it's so I can try to help people. Being a realtor, you deal with a lot of people from all walks of life. 90% of realtors do not know how to do a transaction, and 98% of them don't know anything about the money portion. So if you're in here just to make money, you'll make some money, potentially.
I made more money I've ever made in my life.
You should. I think every year we should make more.
But I did it right.
You know why? because the more people you help, the more money you make.
Yep. And you know what? I was thinking about this the other day. I don't think I've ever gotten like, we all get those one clients that are crazy that like
One?
I've only had probably one or two, thankfully. But I would say for the most part, every client I've ever helped, I was very thankful for what I did because as a good agent, you go out of your way to do the extra steps.
Correct.
Right? Even things as small as saying, hey, make sure you turn your electricity on. Can't
Very
tell you how
true.
many people forget about that, right?
Very true.
Little
Very
things
true.
like that, man, those things stick. It's not, a lot of times we think the big things stick, but it's really the little things.
Well, you know something? It's the straw that broke the camel's back. So it wasn't that straw. It was all the other straws before it.
Yeah.
So all those little things, the culmination of little things makes a huge impact on people and on yourself.
Yeah.
So if you continuously do the right thing, because one of the biggest things to do and one of the hardest things in the world to do is the next right thing. Because you can do the right thing right now, especially when people are looking at you. But can you do the right thing when no one's looking at you? And then can you do the next right thing when nobody's looking at you? And more importantly, can you continuously do that? That's how my career has been so successful. It's one of the main reasons because in 20 years, I have not had one mark on my license. I don't have any complaints. I'm a 5-star agent and I'm continuously a top producer. But it's because I take every client and I treat them as a thumbprint. They're different. You can buy the same property in the same town on a different day with a different person. It's a different transaction. And it's not the transaction you're after. It's the relationship. I don't want people for one transaction or 2 or 5. I want to be the realtor of your family.
I'm glad you said that because one of the reasons why I got into real estate was because I spent years trying to start businesses or working in retail. And the one thing I hated was the robotic lifestyle of doing the same thing every day. This business, nothing's the same.
Oh, no.
Everything's different.
You have to be able to pivot right now.
Well, and also too, like, no two houses can ever be the same.
No.
Ever. It's impossible.
True.
Right? So literally, and every client's different. So like literally everything we do in this business, every single thing is different.
Right.
And for people like us, I don't know about you, but like my brain's just like squirrel, right?
Yeah.
And like for me, it like helps me because it's like, oh, I'm not doing a repetitive thing that kind of like slows me down mentally.
Right. You know something? I get up every morning and I have I'm not going to call it a tradition or a ritual. I have a set of things that I do. Okay. And one of them is to make a list of things to do today. Ask me how many times I complete that list. Not too many, because I'm always adding things on, subtracting things. I'm going to this part of town, that part of town, to a different part of the state, because you have to be flexible. You have to be energetic. You have to have the love for helping people to do this. And you're right. It's always forever changing. There's always something to do in lines of helping somebody in real estate.
Yeah.
If you're not working, you're not helping nobody. If you're not helping anybody, you're not closing deals. You're not closing deals, you're not making any money. So guess what? You'd probably be better going to work at McDonald's because they pay pretty good now.
I tell new agents all the time, I'm like, you don't get paid till the deal closes. So act like it don't even exist.
Right.
You know?
Right. You can't count your money.
No, not in this business. There's too many moving parts.
After it closes and it clears in your account is when it closes.
Yep.
I'm sure you can attest that there are so many realtors in this business, they've spent their commission check before they even get it, and then the deal falls apart and they go stir crazy.
And I think that's a big reason why, I think it's a big part of the reason why we have such a high fail rate in the industry.
Well, I think that is very prevalent, but also I don't think there's enough care, personal care and attention to detail, that customer service that you give since I've known you. the customer service that I try to give every single time. And I'm not perfect, so I'll definitely fall short because people work your nerves and you're only human.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
but the professionalism and the caring, if you don't care about real estate and helping people, this is not the business for you.
I built my business on it, man. That's why my agent. I have one of the best retentions in the world in real estate in brokerage world because I treat my people good. I'm very direct with them. I'm their mirror when they say, "Hey, I got this going on," and they start to like blame the brokerage. I go, "No, no, 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 no. Here's your mirror, right? Here's your mirror. Look at it." Because at the end of the day, in real estate, you're all 1099 contractors.
Right.
You run your own business. The brokerage is your tool, right? We're the tool. Like, for you, it's Coldwell. For me, it's my company. We're the agent's tool to succeed, right? But
That's very true.
only a piece. It's a very small piece. 90% of what you do as an agent is what you need to do,
what you do.
not what the brokerage is doing.
Correct. Professional development. Continuous professional development.
Exactly.
You know, if you don't want to learn, you can't be in this business.
You know just as well as I do, this business, the day your mind goes, I'm self-employed, I don't need to work today. Oh my God. Bro, when I used to do that when I was selling, I would go, wait, I haven't got a check in 30 days.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And then you're like, well, I went on vacation and then I did this and I did that because you get comfortable and then you get lazy and then you're like, wait, the minute in this business you slow down just a little bit, everything tanks.
Yeah, you could tank very easily.
Very
because
easily.
You're right. If in fact you get comfortable, you sit down, then you sit back, then you put your feet up, then you stop working, and you lose everything.
So I never said this publicly, and I can't believe I'm gonna say this.
Oh boy!
But the biggest month I've ever had in real estate made $186,000.
Nice.
And I'm not a big religious person, but I'm spiritual, and I believe in God. I think God lined me up with that money. I worked hard for that money, but I think He lined me. I got sick right after that, and I lived on that money for 3 years.
Wow.
And I'll tell you what, if I didn't have that money, I don't know if I'd still be in the business. I don't have that money anymore because I don't live on it. Right. But like, I worked so hard for that money, and then I got sick, and then I had a lot of plans with that money. I was going to invest it, start buying, multifamily properties, do this, do that. But hey, life had a different plan for me, right?
You see, that's one of the beauties of being in real estate. You know, if you do it the right way, you're going to struggle.
Yeah.
Every single top producer that I've met or known, when they first get into the business, they want to quit and take a job.
I almost did.
I almost did it too.
Yeah.
But I always tell them that means you're doing something right. Number one. Number two, if in fact you need a raise, you need some money, go sell a house. It's very simple.
That's simple.
You're the master of your own destiny.
That's it.
You have to put the work in.
The more people you talk to, the closer you are to a yes.
You know something? Right. One of the best ways to get business is what most realtors don't do every day. We go to the grocery store. We go to the car wash. We'll go to the movie theater. We'll get gas. Handle your business cards.
Or talk to somebody.
Yeah.
Right? Talk to some. I tell agents this all the time. They go, Cody, where'd you get all your business? I go, the bar. I don't even drink.
Yeah, but you know something? You don't have to. I got this one deal several years ago.
Yep.
I used to go to the same gas station. I actually went in to get some gas. I heard these guys talking about real estate. You know, it was a gas station. It was a Dunkin' Donuts. It was on Sargent. And I said, "Oh, these guys are talking big commercial real estate." So I went twice a week. I parked at the same pump number one, which is right in front of the door. I go in. I bought a white frosted Hostess honey bun, and the what was it? Vitamin water, the purple one, the 50-cent one, right? And I give them a $10 bill. I did that for 3 months. And I would wear the same real estate vest twice a week for 3 months. and the gentleman said, "Hey, aren't you the real estate guy? We want to take a look at this commercial bill, blah, blah, blah." Got a deal.
Yeah, that's that simple.
It's very simple.
So simple, man. I tell
know?
agents this all the time. You know what? I don't think they believe it because we make it look easy, right? But we only make it look easy because we go and do it.
Right?
You know?
Yeah, because they don't see the hours that you put
No.
in behind the scenes.
No.
You know, what time is it now? 10 something?
Yeah.
I've been up since 12:30 a.m.
Yeah, you're better than me. I've been up since 5.
Well, you
It's
know,
close enough.
it's just a couple
So
hours.
it's funny you say that. So when I was sick and I moved to Florida, I got my broker's license on there because like, I'll try and sell some real estate. So I did the same thing. I was going to the Hard Rock Casino down in Hollywood,
Okay.
and I was going there like every day, and I made friends with a lot of people there. Dude, I'd start getting. I would be out at the blackfish tables, and I'd see the same people. And then one guy was like, "Hey, me and my partner, we spend millions a year on commercial real estate. You got anything?" He gave me his card and goes, "You call me."
Nice.
He goes, "You call me first, right?" And I tell this agents all the time, get their number. You can give them your card, but first ask for their number. Say,
Ask
"Hey,
for theirs.
yeah, say, hey, I'm going to text you my business card," right? That's why I love being in the technology age of things. Technology makes it so easy for us to acquire customers.
Well, you know something? I'm old school, writing on the notepad, this, that, and the other. I tell you, and that's the beauty of being in real estate.
It's the gray beard.
It's the gray beard. Actually, it's turning white. It's turning white. But that's the beauty of being in real estate. There's more than one way to skin a cat.
Yep.
A lot of the quote unquote big companies, they'll tell you to do certain things. And unfortunately, it's like learning.
Yep.
When you go to school, people learn differently.
Exactly.
And people say, well, why is it like that? Well, check this out. Speaking about school, if you say you have a knife, it's spelled Knife, correct? But when that's singular, when you go plural, you have more than one knife, it's spelled Knives, knives. Why is that? It just is.
It just is.
It just is. I know so many people that could be doing fantastic in real estate.
Yeah.
They just overthink it.
I thought you were going to go, why if it's spelled W-I? When you have more than one, it's spelled...
I persist till I succeed. But there's just so many different avenues in real estate.
Yeah.
But the main thing is you have to work.
But you know what? That's what makes competitions great, because how you do it is totally different how I do it.
Correct.
And we have 2 more people sitting here, and they each do it differently too.
And still be very, very widely successful.
Absolutely. Right.
One of the main ingredients is, though, caring about your clients. Protect and serve is what the police say. Well, I protect and educate.
Yep.
And then we give the service as well. So when you do those things, I've found when I do those things that I become of value to them. I've turned myself into, I've showed my value to them. And then by consistently doing it time and time again, I become an asset to them, their lives, and their families. So a lot of my clients will never do real estate without me. I just got a call from someone. I sold a property in New Haven 3 years ago. He lives in California. He calls me out of the blue in November. Hey, I came with some money, Mike. I want to buy some properties. I didn't know who he was because my phone got wiped. I didn't know who he was. And then he told me, I said, I went through my files. Yeah, we bought a 2-family, 1980s build, still has to this very day. We closed on another deal, 2 weeks cash, and we're looking for 2 more.
Wow.
Because it was all about the client, protect, serve. I talked them out of 4 properties. I'm like, why do you want to buy this property? Do you have an end game? You buying something just to buy it? Or is there a purpose? Are you building? What type of portfolio do you have? What type of portfolio are you building? You're in California. Do you have anybody to manage the property here? I don't manage properties, and I'm not willing to do it. and just being honest and open and being stern and having your boundaries, but respecting your clients as well.
Exactly.
I think it's a marriage made in heaven.
Absolutely. I mean, you gotta, like you said, you gotta educate, you gotta serve, and you gotta protect.
Gotta protect, man.
Yeah.
And it's very simple. We as people make this hard.
But again, we don't get paid until the deal closes. Why do we make it hard?
You know something? It doesn't make sense.
Right.
I think a lot of us make it hard because we're full of ourselves.
Dude, nothing is worse than calling. This is why I don't sell real estate anymore, because if I did, I honestly think I'd explode. Because some of these agents I call and they'll be like, nasty, bro. Like, listen, your client hired you to list that and sell that property, and you don't even want to take my phone call. I'm such a nuisance to your day. 30 seconds to a minute just saying, hey, what's the details on a property? Can I get into it? And you're giving me an attitude?
You know something?
You shouldn't be in this business.
I used to get upset when people would do that to me. And like I said, I'm a little, let's call it mature now. Okay. I just wouldn't text. I like to call and get a response and talk to people and be more personable, right? But I realized that, first of all, it's bigger than me. And I'll never twist anybody's arm to make them do what they don't want to do.
Right, exactly.
And then on top of that, if this agent is nasty to you, you got to think about who taught this agent how to be an agent. It's just like when people have children, your children, they're listening to you, but they're more than likely going to do what you do. You're their first teacher. So as a new agent, who was their first teacher? And are they still in the business? And if they are, how is their business? How's their reputation?
That's crazy you say that, because, all right, when I first got licensed, I joined a company local to Milford, and they didn't really give me a mentor. They kind of gave me a mentor. And, he was a big agent. Big, man. Now we're 8 or 9 years later, and his business is dead.
Yeah.
Crazy, man. Yeah. And to think, like, mine is going up. His is like, I don't know, man. I don't know what he did to.
Well.
And I feel for him. I still talk to him once in a while.
Well, that's good.
He got a job, and you're talking about a guy that's been in the business like 25 years.
Wow.
Quit.
Wow. But you know something? You never know what somebody went through or is going through.
Right.
Because as I said when we first started, my youngest son got shot, murdered in the street 4 months before he turned 21. And it almost broke me.
Wait, you had 2 kids killed?
No, just the one.
Oh.
Just the one.
Oh.
But he was murdered 2 months before he turned 21.
It's crazy.
And if it wasn't for God, whew, buddy. I just went into work mode for the first 2 weeks. I just started working. I just had to work.
Yeah.
And so I was in not Home Depot. I was in Whole Foods. Being healthy. I remember I was picking up coffee, and I just started crying. I couldn't say anything. I couldn't move. The tears were just coming down. The worst feeling in the world. I wouldn't wish that on anybody. And it doesn't get easier. And you never, at least for me, I don't ever believe I'll ever get over it. But you learn to exist. You learn to deal with it. And then think about this, and this has really helped me. When you're having the worst day in your life, when the world just beat the living snot out of you, go help somebody. It's just for that 10 minutes, for that hour, that 30 seconds. If you focus on helping somebody else, it'll take you away. It'll take you out of your misery. Because you're not focused on your hurt, your pain, your loss.
How many kids do you have?
I have 6.
Wow.
I have 6, well, 5 now. Because
we have 6.
We have 6 biological kids.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, I was married. God
No,
say be fruitful and be
I'm not gonna lie to you.
multiply.
Just thinking about having one would make me. I don't thank God I don't have kids.
Well, you do. You have dogs.
I got well. That's like having a toddler, I'm sure, but dogs are easy. I bring them out to pee. They sit in the window for 6 hours. I come home. I do it again. Right. Like a kid does. I don't know, man. I don't know if I could do it.
Look, kids like real estate. There's
Don't
no
listen.
handbook.
Don't convince me.
There's
on
no
it.
handbook on it. Look, if you can do this, you can do that.
Don't convince me on it. I don't need the convincing. My business is my child.
Fair enough.
You know,
Fair enough.
I put all my energy into it. Listen. Young single guy, no responsibility. I have no debt.
I know you are one of the only companies that I know in real estate that is absolutely zero debt.
I won't do it.
It's
Want to know why I won't do it?
unimaginable.
Want to know why I won't do it?
Where's that?
I'm a psychopath. Like in a good one, a good psychopath.
I don't know if there's anything good about being a psychopath.
Well, no, a good, not one that's gonna go kill somebody, but like
Okay.
one that's like, dude, my brain is always working, right?
Mm-hmm.
If I tell people this all the time, I won't leverage debt.
Mm-hmm.
I will just go work harder. So, and the thing for me is like, I don't like the idea of being tied to anybody else.
Mm-hmm.
So if I want to get up and disappear, I don't have to explain that to anybody. Right. My company is self-sufficient. It probably could run without me, honestly. And if I want to like disappear for 2 years, I'm gonna do it.
Right.
And
That's
I don't.
another good thing about real estate. You
Right.
can do it anywhere.
Right.
Matter of fact, you are doing it anywhere. You're in 9
Yeah.
states now.
7. Yeah.
7, almost 9.
Almost. Yeah. We're well. We got pending in Georgia, so that'll be 8, and then pending in Arizona, so 9. Yeah. But I just want freedom, man. I just. I'm not a big. The funny thing is, I'm all over social media. I actually don't like it.
Really? You're
Yeah,
good at it.
I don't. I'm good at it, but I don't like it. I'm actually a pretty private person.
Yeah, I
And
know
it
that.
sucks because like it's like in this business, especially if you want to attract people to join you and be around you, social media, you kind of have to be good at it.
What made you take the leap into social media? Because remember, I knew you before.
Yeah.
I knew you when you had Houston Homes
Yeah.
initially, and you had that.
And I didn't really put a lot on social media.
No, nothing.
I talk shit on social media once in a while. I still do that a lot now, but I just saw it shift, man. Like we've been in this business long enough to know that people hang out on social media. It's kind of like back in high school, everybody hung out, outside by the basketball court. That's kind of what it is now.
Yeah.
Social media is the basketball
Yeah,
court.
it's a hangout.
Yeah, it's a
at
hangout.
the water cooler. At the water cooler.
So if one person new sees something I post and they like it and want to join me, it's one new opportunity for me to grow my business.
That's true.
But dude, I can't wait for the day I retire and I delete all social media. I take the cell phone, I throw it in the ocean, and I need to be disconnected for at least 5 years. At least.
I don't think you can do that because you are a workaholic, And the thing about it is you said something very important, right? Your business is your child, right? But you know something? No matter what happens in the world, you treat your business good, your business will always treat you well. Always.
I agree.
So guess what? How do you nurture your child? You spend time with them. You learn them. You never give up on them.
No.
Even when they piss you off,
Man, I can't wait to show you what I'm cooking. I can't talk about it.
What is it?
I can't talk about it.
Okay, all right.
But when we're off camera here, man, I'm
Okay.
gonna change the brokerage world more.
Yeah, you've done some good things.
Yeah, but wait till I show you what I'm doing. It's gonna blow your mind. But so man, if you had one message to give everybody, it doesn't need to be real estate, just the world. What's that message?
You know something? I actually got this from Dick Gregory. I don't know if he got it from anybody. And actually, someone did a podcast and we put it out there. A lot of people say believe in yourself. Okay, you believe it, you can achieve it. Which is only partially true. You gotta know yourself. You gotta know yourself, what you will do, what you won't do. You gotta know what you want. But more importantly, you gotta know what you don't want. And then when you get that settled within yourself, now you put a plan together. and believe in the plan that you put forth to go be successful in whatever you can do, whatever you want to do, because you can do anything, you see. But also, you have to be flexible because you're going to hit speed bumps.
Yep.
You're going to crash the plane. You're going to crash the bus. It's just going to happen.
Failing's natural.
You know, but guess what? The more you fail and get up and move forward, look, there's a phrase, 5 feet from gold. Back in the day, the average person laid down. It's about 5 feet. That's when we usually stop. It was just 2 more steps.
That's it.
You'd be there. And when you get there, after you've gone through all the stuff, and it doesn't matter what the number is, because the number's never going to be enough. It's just the accomplishment that you made within yourself.
Yep.
It'll propel you to keep going.
All right. Well, before we end this, plug yourself. What is Mike Stroud Realty Group working on? What are you doing? What's the goals? What's 2026 look like?
Well, 2026, we're going to do $1 million.
All right.
Yeah. This is going to be the biggest
Fuck
year.
yeah.
You know, I'm gonna net $1 million this year by helping as many people as possible. We've got some commercial deals that we're looking at. We got a couple of 6 units. We've got some single family. We've got a lot of investors.
You bringing on agents? What's going on?
We're thinking about breaking on agents, but you know, we got to set a standard first to show everybody I'm back. I was gone for 3 years. I was gone for 3
Tell
years.
the camera you're back.
Mike Stroud is definitely back.